Buying a new computer or laptop can feel overwhelming. With so many options available, how do you know which one is right for you? Don't worry, we're here to guide you through the key considerations to help you find your perfect tech match. We'll break down the jargon and focus on what truly matters for your individual needs. Defining your primary use case. What will you be doing? The most crucial first step is to clearly define what you'll primarily be using your computer or laptop for. This will heavily influence the specifications you need. Are you a student, a professional, a gamer, or someone who mainly browses the web and streams videos? For students, portability and battery life might be top priorities, along with enough processing power for research, writing, and presentations. Professionals might need a more robust processing for multitasking, specific software compatibility, and potentially a larger screen. Gamers require powerful graphics cards, fast processors, and high refresh rate displays. And for general use, a balance of performance and affordability is usually key. Identifying your main use case will help narrow down your options significantly. Understanding the processor. The power within. The central processing unit, or CPU, is the brain of your computer. It handles all the calculations and instructions. The better the CPU, the smoother and faster your computer will generally perform, especially when running demanding applications or multitasking. For basic tasks like web browsing and email, an entry-level CPU might suffice. For more demanding tasks like video editing, gaming, or running complex software, you'll want to look at mid-range or high-end processors with more cores and higher clock speeds. Pay attention to CPU generation as well, as newer generations offer improved performance and efficiency. Random access memory. Multitasking made easy. Random access memory, or RAM, is your computer's short-term memory. It allows you to run multiple applications simultaneously without significant slowdowns. Think of it as the space on your desk where you can keep your current projects readily available. For basic use, 8 GB of RAM is often sufficient. However, if you frequently multitask, run memory-intensive applications like photo or video editors, or plan on gaming, 16 GB or more is highly recommended. More RAM generally translates to a smoother and more responsive computing experience. Storage. Hard drives versus solid-state drives. Storage is where your operating system, applications, and files are kept. As we discussed in our hardware guide, you'll typically encounter hard disk drives and solid-state drives. The type and size of storage significantly impacts speed and overall responsiveness. SSDs are significantly faster than HDDs, leading to quicker boot times, faster application loading, and improved overall performance. While HDDs traditionally offer more storage for the same price, the speed advantage of an SSD often makes it a worthwhile investment, especially for your primary drive where your operating system and frequently used applications are installed. Consider a combination of a smaller, fast SSD for the operating system and a larger HDD for mass storage if budget is a major concern. Graphics Processing Unit for visual power. The graphics processing unit, or GPU, is primarily responsible for rendering visuals, while integrated graphics, which are built into the CPU, are sufficient for basic tasks. A dedicated GPU is crucial for gaming, video editing, graphic design, and other visually demanding applications. If you're a gamer, Pay close attention to the GPU's model and its VRAM or video RAM. Higher-end GPUs with more VRAM will deliver smoother frame rates and better visual fidelity at higher resolutions. For professionals working with graphics-intensive software, a workstation-grade GPU might be necessary for optimal performance and specific feature support. Display matters. Size, resolution, and refresh rate. The display is your window to your digital world. Consider the size, resolution, and refresh rate based on your primary use case and personal preferences. For portability, smaller laptop screens of 13 and 14 inches are ideal. For more immersive work or gaming, larger displays, 15 inches or more for laptops and 24 inches or more for desktops, are preferable. Higher resolutions like Full HD and QHD offer sharper images for more detail. Refresh rate, measured in Hertz, is especially important for gamers, as a higher refresh rate of more than 120 Hz results in smoother motion. Portability and form factor. Laptop versus desktop versus tablet. The form factor, whether you choose a laptop, a desktop, or tablet, depends heavily on your need for portability and how you plan to use the device. Laptops offer portability and all-in-one convenience. Desktops generally provide more power and upgradability for the same price but lack portability. Tablets are ultra-portable and great for media consumption and light tasks, but often require a separate keyboard for more extensive typing. 2-in-1 laptops offer a hybrid approach with a touchscreen and the ability to convert into a tablet. The operating system: Windows, Mac OS, and Chrome OS. The operating system, or OS, is the software that manages your computer's hardware and software resources. The three main desktop or laptop operating systems are Windows, Mac OS, and Chrome OS. Windows is the most widely used OS, offering broad software compatibility and a wide range of hardware options. Mac OS, found exclusively on Apple computers, is known for its user-friendly interface and strong integration with Apple's ecosystem. Chrome OS is a lightweight, cloud-based OS, primarily focused on web browsing and running web applications. Your choice of OS might depend on the software you need to use or familiarity with the interface, and your preference for a particular ecosystem. Budgeting wisely. Getting the most for your money. Setting a budget is crucial. Determine how much you're willing to spend and then prioritize the specifications that are most important for your needs. Avoid overspending on features you don't need. For example, if you're not a gamer, a high-end graphics card is unnecessary. Research typical pricing for the specifications you require. Consider refurbished or open box options from reputable sellers for potential cost savings. Keep an eye out for sales events. Remember that the initial purchase price isn't the only cost. Consider software, accessories, and potential future upgrades. Future-proofing, to a degree. Thinking ahead. While it's impossible to completely future-proof your purchase, consider your potential future needs. Opting for slightly better specifications now, if your budget allows, can extend the lifespan of your computer or laptop. Consider if you might need more storage or RAM in the future. Check if the device offers upgradability for these components. While major components like the CPU and GPU are often not user upgradable in laptops, having the flexibility to upgrade RAM or storage can be beneficial in the long run. Also, ensure the operating system will receive updates for a reasonable period. Conclusion: making the right choice for you. Choosing the right computer or laptop is a personal decision. By understanding your needs, considering the key specifications, and setting a realistic budget, you can confidently find a device that will serve you well for years to come. That's all for this video. If you learned something new or enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out our future updates. And if you ever run into any IT issues, our team is ready to assist. You'll find all the contact details in the description below. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.